Boeing has been bullish on Indian market for a long time. In fact, we pioneered aviation in India. The jet edge in India took off on the wings of Boeing, and we've been working with India for over 7 decades. If you see what is happening today in Indian aviation, it has come a long way. We see two distinct markets today in India, the full service and the low cost carriers. Our estimate is today that 2 out of 3 passengers today are flying on low cost, and 1 out of 3 obviously is into full service, and we think that trend will continue. There are 2 types of airplanes Indian carriers are using. One is the narrow body or standard body, we call them, like the A320 or the 737s, and in that particular segment Boeing's market share is evenly split. If you look at the installed base of airplanes that Boeing has with Jet Airways, SpiceJet and Air India Express, clearly it is split evenly. And in terms of wide body market, such as the 777, 787, Boeing is preferred partner for Indian carriers because Jet Airways today flies 10 777s, and Air India has basically today about 13 777-300ERs and 3 more LRs, and they have 3 more on order. In terms of Dreamliners, Air India pioneered the Dreamliners into India. They have 20 in operation today in India. They have 7 more deliveries to go, and Jet Airways has 10 more in order right now. So clearly on the side of the wide body, Boeing is the choice of Indian carriers, and we have predominant market share. When it comes to what are the factors that are affecting Indian aviation today, clearly the number one is the fuel price, and the fact that fuel price is much lower than the historical highs is helping Indian carriers to turn some profit like SpiceJet recently did. The second thing that is important is the exchange rate, and the stability of the exchange rate is more important than the exchange rate itself, and we feel that is also helping Indian carriers. And lastly, but again critically, the balance between supply and demand is going to define the Indian market's profitability, and that is in check right now. First is infrastructure. India has done a great job like building the T3 terminals in Delhi, the T2 in Mumbai, and the Hyderabad and the Bangalore and the Chennai. Everything has been updated. But now the secondary city connectivity is going to be the important factor for growth, and we think India will still have the largest growth in the world, about 8% average, and for that to be realized, India will have to invest in infrastructure. That just not means airports, it also means air traffic control, it also means trained manpower, it also means having pilot academies, maintenance engineers. All that thing is going to help India. But we conclude by saying our current forecast in India is about 1,600 airplanes worth about $205 billion, and that's why Boeing is bullish, and we continue to see an upward trend in India in aviation, and we are glad we are part of it.